The Durag falling off in your sleep is literally the worst. Your waves are all over the place. I know the feeling too well. You're sleeping peacefully and then BAM! The Durag is laying right next to you. You look in the mirror and your waves look like a hurricane hit them. A disaster. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what's up? It's your host with the most entertaining people like you from coast to coast, WaveMan Mike, and we're back for another video. Today I'm tackling your worst nightmare. What happens when the Durag falls off in the middle of the night? I'm gonna share my story and tell you why you don't want it to happen to your waves. Let's go. So let's start out by taking a look at our hair. It's always great to assess the situation first. See where the spots are light, see where the hair is sticking up, where it's tangled. I mean, you should be able to look at it. After all, you came here because you knew that your waves were messed up, right? Anyway, before the video gets started, go ahead and press the like button for me. And now let's get right into the steps. So the next step is to apply some shampoo to our hair. In this video, I'm going to be using a shampoo bar. I got this one from smoothstyles.com. You can get one too. Just go to www.smoothstyles.com and make sure you use my promo code WaveMan and you'll get a huge 30% off. By the way, guys, I think I want to try something. Look, if you're watching this video, I guess you're kind of lucky. Drop your Cash App tag in the comments. Maybe I might send you $1 or something. The cool thing about the comments is that they last forever. So I can literally see your comment today. I can see it in 50 years. Who knows? Maybe you'll just randomly get lucky. Boom, a free $1. Maybe even $100, $1 million. Maybe I'll send you $5. And that way you can choose which meal you want to get. You know, McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's. Anyway, I don't want to get too far off topic, but I do have a quick question for you guys. Drop your side hustles down in the comments section below. I really want to know. I'm trying to get into finance and investing. So if you got any tips, tricks, or hustles, drop them below. Okay, so now it's time for the next step. I just started doing this one not too long ago, but really it's a game changer. All you have to do is apply oil to your hair. It helps loosen up some of that dirt, which is really good for the rinse off. But more than that, it moisturizes and hydrates your hair, and that's gonna protect it from the shampoo. Shampoos are usually pretty harmful to the hair, at least the ones you can find in the stores. That's why I like going online and finding my own products. Maybe one day I'll make my own products. Let me know if you guys want that. So now it's time to move on to the next step, which is to brush your hair. At this point, you need to already have an image in your head of what you think your waves will look like when they're fixed. That way you know how you're supposed to be brushing. And while I'm brushing my hair, let me share some tips and tricks. This one should be pretty obvious, but I don't know if everybody's doing it. Make sure you're brushing your hair every single day, no matter what. Even if you're super busy in the day, at least take just a few short moments. This is really gonna help train your hair. How else is your hair gonna train? Stop half doing it. If you're gonna do it, then do it. Cause consistency is so important for waves. I really can't even stress this enough. Okay guys, so the next step is actually pretty easy. All you have to do is use your hand to pat your hair down. Do it in the same direction that you were just brushing. If you have a plastic bag, great. If you have a lay down glove, even better. But for now, I'm just using my hand. So go ahead and pat your hair down until it's smooth in all places. Like I said before, you should already have the final result visualized in your head. Of course, this is not my ideal final result, but for the sake of the video, it'll do. Trust me, it's like 10 times harder doing it when you're recording. Actually, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Everybody, send me videos of your waves. It could be a brush session, it could be a washing style, it could just be a wave check. Hey, maybe I'll repost it. Maybe I'll do a reaction to it. Who knows? So, we've come a long way, but we ain't done yet. Next up, we're gonna put on our do-rags. This step's pretty simple, pretty chill. And if you don't already know how to put on a do-rag, it's pretty simple. Just follow along and watch me do it in this video. I've also made a full tutorial on how to put on a do-rag, so make sure to check that out. Literally right after you finish this video, you should go check that one out. There's no reason why you shouldn't. If you don't know how to put on a do-rag, it's necessary. But let's just say you don't want to wear a do-rag. I made a video teaching you how to get waves without a do-rag. I know it sounds crazy, but make sure to go check that one out too. Wait, hold up. Because I know some of you are probably confused. You're probably wondering why I put on the do-rag and I haven't even rinsed out the shampoo yet. Like, am I not gonna rinse it out? Am I just gonna leave the shampoo in? Great question. I'm glad you asked. So quite simply, all I'm gonna be doing is rinsing the shampoo out through the do-rag. With the do-rag on my hair, I'm gonna rinse the shampoo straight through the do-rag. So the water is gonna go through the fabric of the do-rag. I know a lot of you are in a hurry, you just wanna take the do-rag off. No sirree, you always gotta have a backup plan. All right, so the next step is making sure you keep on the do-rag until your hair is completely dry. This is super important. Taking it off too early can mess up all the progress you've made. When your hair is wet, it can easily lose its wave pattern. The do-rag helps maintain the shape of your waves and holds it in place. Think of it like setting a mold. You want to make sure it stays in place until it's completely set. I know this step seems very simple, but trust me, it's extremely crucial. If you take off your do-rag before it's dry, you risk it frizzing up. You definitely don't want that. So just be patient and let your hair dry completely. This might take a few hours, but trust me, the results are going to be worth it. If you really want to turn your waves around, because you came here to fix your waves, right? Might as well do the process correctly. You got all the way this far to the end and now you're going to switch it up? No way. I'm not going to let you. You can't give up now. But if you are in a hurry, you can always grab a blow dryer to speed up the process. Just make sure not to disturb your do-rag. You don't want to mess up the waves underneath. I typically like to tie my do-rag pretty snug, but not too tight. This makes sure that it stays on pretty comfortably, but I don't have to worry about it falling off. I also don't have to worry about it being too tight. When I take it off, I have this super thick line on my forehead. I have a headache. Nah, that's too much trouble. Just tie it on right from the beginning. That way you don't have to worry about all that stuff. While you wait for your hair to dry, you can just go on about your day. Do some chores, go to the stores, open some doors. I don't know, I was trying to rhyme. But look, you could just take a nap. When you wake up, your hair is gonna be dry. Or do something productive like read a book or something. Whatever you do, just make sure you don't take off the do-rag until your hair is completely dry. If you found this video helpful, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. Your support helps me make more content, and that helps you make better waves. See, it's mutual. Also, don't forget to check out my video on what to do after washing your hair. I know a lot of you might be lost. Don't worry, I got you. I'm WaveMan Mike. Subscribe, comment, and like. Enjoy your day. YouTube tells me that 92% of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So it would really mean the world to me if you would just press the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Thanks.